Hi, as part of my Singapore Lit module, I'll be voicing a short excerpt of the play Emily of Emerald Hill, specifically Act 2, where Emily begins expressing dissatisfaction about her husband Kyung's mistress. Significant scenes in this excerpt include revelation of Kyung's adulterous affair and his death, as well as Emily's vulnerable honesty about how her past has shaped her views on the role of a woman in a traditional household. I chose to reenact this play slightly differently from the usual physical form, as I feel that I'm able to explore the psychology of Emily in a more visual medium and map out her thought process better. We start the play with Emily, the only character in this play. She wears the sarong kebaya of a modern nonya, jade bangle, brooches, and ear studs with her hair in a bun. She is currently cooking and preparing food while narrating the play. What do you do when a husband goes astray? If you grumble and complain, he is not going to change his ways. He will still continue just as he likes. If you keep quiet, he feels very free. My wife doesn't mind. She gives me license some more. If you make a scene, you yell and shout. Then he has an excuse to get angry. Oh, my wife is such a shrew. No wonder I can't stay with her. Mampus, you're finished. For more than a year now, Kyung has been saying that whore diurnally on and off. Lately, he's more gatao. He says he dinners and functions, coming back very late. He even has 2 outstation trips to Malacca, business trips it seems. He thinks I'm blind? Stupid fool. He leaves his car parked near our house, right next to Chinese swimming club. I've had enough of his nonsense. It's time I said something to him. Kyung, what function are you going to tonight? Recreation club dinner? That's a funny thing. I am also going there with Biju and her mother. Why don't you come in our car instead of driving by yourself? That's fine. We leave at 7 o'clock. Oh yes, what are you doing tomorrow evening? I want to let him know that he cannot get away anymore. He cannot continue to live in my house and see his whore. See what he wants to do about it. Right, you're going out now? You'll be home late? You won't be home tonight? Oh, where will you be? When will you be coming home? Oh, you want me to shut up? Surely, I'll keep quiet. You don't have to tell me anything. Hello, Biju. Nice of you to come over. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Yala, Kyung is living in Amber Road with that woman. Sometimes he comes home to see the children, doesn't want to talk to me. I don't know how can he do this to his family, Biju. I think he wouldn't have done something like this when Richard was alive. What can I do, Biju? I just go on living my life as usual and I keep on doing my duty. He wants me to give him a divorce. Why should I give him a divorce? I am his wife. Whatever he has done, I have not done anything wrong. Ahun, take the soup from the kitchen. It's in the tangkat. Give it to the driver. Put Baba's clothes for golf in the car also. Today he's due to play at the Island Club. Tell the driver to take the things to Amber Road and bring back any dirty clothes and remind Baba that on Friday, he has to go for his meeting of the Legislative Assembly. All his fellow assemblymen know what he's doing. All his friends know. They won't tell him he's wrong. They all stick together. A man has his pleasures, they say. But he will know what they think as they look at him. Gan can have his fun with his mistress, but he's treating his wife badly. She is a fine woman, a good wife and mother. The way he has behaved to her is shameful. What can that diner do for him? That modern woman working all day in an office, does she have time to look after him properly? I wonder how she attracted him. She must have used magic charms from the Siamese priest, Dinah Lee. Can he take that whore out with him to go for formal functions? Can he bring his friends back to her house? Can he invite people there? Kyung, if you can just spare me a few minutes, I have to discuss something with you. I am making arrangements to rent a marquee and tables for September the 5th. I'm hiring the extra staff we need for dinner. If you want to carry on with the function, you'd better ask your staff at the office to send out the invitations. He sent out the invitations. I made all the arrangements and prepared the house. And 2 days before the dinner, he came home, bring his clothes and his shoes and his golf clubs, and put them back in his room. Yes. Next day, the Singapore Free Press reported the social events. Mr. and Mrs. Gan Joo Keong gave a splendidly attended dinner at their residence, Emerald Hill. Keong never went astray again, from that day till he died. But the next year, he did not give a party on the 5th of September. He started spending more and more of his free time at this club, playing mahjong, losing a lot of money. In fact, he was at the club when he had his heart attack and collapsed, and they took him straight to the hospital. Keong, which ward is he in? Is he awake now? Can I talk to him? Oh, needs to rest, does he? Well, of course I mustn't disturb him if he can't see anyone yet. I'll come back tomorrow. What? I still can't see him? What's wrong? Is he very bad? Not bad, but he needs complete rest. Surely a short visit for a few minutes won't hurt him. Well, I suppose I must listen to the doctor. You give him the soup I brought, won't you? What's wrong? Why won't they let me see him? Charlie, where were you? Were you inside the ward? They told me your father is too sick to see anyone. Huh? What do you mean they asked to see you? They've been telling me he's unable to have any visitors at all. Doctor, I want to see my husband. What do you mean by keeping me out of his room? How dare you keep me away from him? What do you mean? He doesn't want to see me? I'm his wife, don't you know that? I don't believe it. I don't believe he said that. He must be ill and off his mind. Well, if he's getting so upset about it, I suppose I better not see him now. I'll leave him alone for the present. When he recovers, I'll come in and look after him. Keong died in the hospital. Everybody came to the funeral. All his friends and eminent colleagues. I suppose not many of these people knew that when he was dying, he refused to see his wife. When my father died, my mother went away and left me behind. I remember I was in a room and she came in, started packing up her clothes. I can't look after you, she said. Why am I so unlucky? I don't have a son to take care of me. I don't have a useless girl like you. What were you born for? I cried to her, Ma, take me with you. Ma, take me with you. She pushed me back into the room and went away. From that time on, I lived with one relative or another, doing housework and kitchen work, and they would say to me, we took you out of the gutter when your mom threw you away. From when I was 10, I lived like that for 4 years, until they sent for me to be married to a man twice my age. Do you understand what made me what I am? Before my breasts were grown, I learned that a woman is nothing in this world that men have made, except in the role that men demand of her. Your life is meaningless. You have no value except as you are a wife and mother. Then be the very devil of a wife and mother. Look after your husband and family, yes, do everything for them, wrap them, bind them in the web of your providing till they can't lift a finger to help themselves. So that husband and wife and sister-in-law must all depend on you, so that you control them and keep them in the palm of your hand, so that the whole world knows your worth, so that the screaming girl child long ago may be reassured that her life has some significance, that no one is going to throw her back into the gutter.